Everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Bayou Breakdown, and we're joined, as always, by Jack Tiernan. Jack, how you doing?
All right, I'm good, thanks, man. Better than my Saints won on Monday Night Football, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I bet doing pretty well. As you said, the Seahawks lost to your Saints, 13-10. Tell me about what you saw out there.
It's another pedestrian efficient game by Jameis Winston, but I mean, I'm cool with it because Alvin Kamara, like, look, man, if you throw him checkdowns, he's gonna do what he needs to do, and he looked like the Alvin Kamara we're used to seeing all the time. And definitely gonna spoil some Saints fans when he doesn't put up stupid numbers again next week. But I think nice to see that. Nice to see Traquan Smith back in the mix. He's been on IR for a while. Um, so our wideout reinforcements are on the way, thankfully. But no, it was good to watch. It was good to watch. Defense locked them down. Oh my God, Demario Davis is a monster.
Yeah, no, definitely defense played quite well. It was a old school football game. It was in the rain. It was sloppy. There weren't a ton of big plays, but it was a grinded out good win. Obviously, going across the country, no easy feat. Seattle's known for being a pretty hard place to play. No Russell Wilson, which obviously yeah, you can only play who shows up, right? Wilson's out for a few weeks. Geno Smith played okay, but definitely could see why he's a backup after that game. And then, yeah, like you said, Jameis Winston, no interceptions. I think I saw a stat that it's like his fourth or fifth no interception game, which like matches his total from like 5 years previously. So, you know, what are you liking from what you're seeing from Jameis Winston so far?
He What's nice about it is that he still has that big play potential, right? So teams have to cover for that because you see it in the game last night. It doesn't matter what the conditions are; he's still going to air it out once in a while. Um, Couple times where, and I know I just was praising Traquan Smith, but when Traquan Smith is out there just bullying or opposing corners, D backs, and he's not even looking for the ball, right? But Jameis is throwing these dimes like it looks like he's got the emotional lead on the team, and that's obvious. I don't know if you saw at one point he was like yelling at Taquan because he's like, dude, you got to turn around, like look for the ball at least. That's what your job
Right.
is.
Right.
But like he looks like he's really into it. He's really motivated, and I think it's really showing. I really like his attitude. I like his poise in the pocket. And a couple times he took off last night, and that's not something I'm used to seeing from a lot of years of Drew Brees. So
Yeah, I don't know if Drew Brees ever ran like ever. There's that one very famous one where he did like the spin move. I think everyone remembers that, but that's it for him.
yeah, he's more apt to like sit down in the pocket and just let some dude touch him, right? Like he like just whatever, I'm down. But no,
Yeah, yeah.
Jameis he took off a couple times. It was cool to watch. I like watching him in this offense, and I think Sean Payton has made him a more efficient quarterback, and is less willing to take risks.
No, definitely. Obviously, you just talked about Smith a little bit. In the absence of Michael Thomas, who's really stepped up, other than Alvin Kamara, to kind of give them a little bit of a spark. Because our Alvin Kamara, we talked about it last night in our group chat. Like he was hard carrying last night. He was amazing. 123 yards on 10 receptions, like 20 carries. Like dude's a beast.
The monster. He's an absolute monster. I remember we got him in the third round, and I was like, "There's no way." Like, and that was the same season we also had signed AP when he was relevant. So that was like the running back room of at that point Mark Ingram in his prime, AK and Adrian Peterson was just like
Right.
stupid, like absolutely stupid. And the fact that he pushed out AP
Yeah,
was
yeah.
wild to me. And eventually Ingram too. Like he ended up being a monster. But aside from him, I think people that have carried the Saints offense, I'll be honest, like hasn't really been as much of the receivers. Maybe you can give some props to Marquez Callaway. Um, Traquan Smith really didn't do much. I'm looking at his stats right now. One catch for 11 yards. That's like third stringer. Um,
Right.
I
Right.
think I don't know if you've seen a lot of Juwan Johnson. He's a tight end, but he's more of a pass catching tight end. Dude is like a wideout in just a tight end's body. He looks like Alvin Johnson.
Right.
He's
Right.
just like smooth, silky hands, man. Like the dude, he's looks like as he gets more acclimated to this offense, he looks like he's going to be legit. I think them, Taysom Hill, and probably Adam Troutman, man, those are probably the guys on the offense that have held it together.
Definitely. And how about the defense? Looks pretty good this year, obviously holding. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. The one touchdown they got is because someone fell down on the coverage. Like,
I'm going to say it was push down, but
we'll
come back to that.
Either way, DK Metcalf runs, maybe pushes somebody, it was whatever. There's an 80-yard touchdown, and then pretty much nothing after that. So that has to feel good.
I mean, what's funny after that is I believe that was DK's not his only catch, but it was like his only catch the first half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like that is what it is. I have a bone to pick with DK after that game last night. I don't know if you were seeing all.
You gotta be careful, Jack. He's gonna tweet at you.
I hope he does. I really hope he does. I got blocked by David Price once, so I'm willing to get in these athletes' faces, man. We'll do it. We'll do it. Jack from Florida coming after you. But no, I think the defense. I mean, look, Demario Davis is filthy. He's always been filthy. He was on the Jets for a while, so of course he was kind of unknown. But then he comes to the Saints, and he's like a really good inside presence on that linebacking core. Obviously, Cam Jordan, good pressure. Paulson Adebo was an undrafted rookie this year who he's been legit at the corner. Like, we traded for Bradley Roby from the Texans, and he hasn't really played because Adebo's been so good. So it's been really fun to watch. But just the defense in general seems very aware. And aside from that one play, like you said, I think Lattimore really was good at keeping his cool after that. After the first half, let's say, and just locking down DK for the most part, which was awesome to see.
Yeah, and hey, I'd be remiss for all the kicking fans out there if I didn't mention he had a rookie kicker last night. It looks like Will Lutz is out for the season. He's saying he had a setback in his rehab, so...
Oh, what? I missed that.
So, unfortunate for him. Hopefully, of course, he gets better soon. He's a really good kicker, I think, for the Saints. But what do you think of the new kid?
Damn, I really didn't know about Will Lutz, so I just pulled that up. That's super disappointing. I was pumped for him to come back, because Will Lutz is, like, the Saints legendary. Him and Thomas Morstead, who is on the Jets now. But it's tragic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like the new kid. I was like, okay, like he's gonna be all right. Again, undrafted kid. We pulled off the Bears practice squad.
Right.
I mean, that's never normally a good sign. But he came in and he connected on his kicks. Obviously, not ideal conditions. He apparently never missed a kick in college. I was doing my research on him. So I mean,
it's pretty insane. That's good.
He can continue that trend if he wants to with the Saints. So. I liked what I saw from him for sure. I think our punter, also a rookie, is like absolutely balling out too. Like he's dropping everything like within the 10-yard line. That's feasible, of course. So like just our entire special teams right now, I love it. Just need to get Deontay Harris healthy, and we'll be filthy again.
Definitely. Pride of Worcester.
Pride of Assumption. That's right.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, he's one of maybe the only player in history from Assumption College. Just a very random story, but he kills it when he's healthy. He's a great kick returner. So, always gonna root for him. Always gonna root for someone local. So, good to see.
They throw him on the receiving core once in a while too. Have him just sprint downfield and Jameis will air it out. We saw that I think week 1 or 2, but I need him back, man. Got to root for like you said, the pride of Worcester, pride of Assumption College.
It's a cool story. I think anyways.
But, I love it.
Because for those of you who don't know, Assumption is not even considered a good football school within Division III schools. They're just. So it's totally random, really awesome that someone made the NFL from Assumption College, but so weird to see, when you're reading about him or you see it on television, they're like, oh, he's from Assumption.
Oh, the Division II. Fun fact. I thought they were D3. He's Carson Wentz caliber now. That's where we're
I don't know about that. I'm sure Assumption is going to use that quote now to be, Assumption, pretty much North Dakota State. North Dakota State is, of course, the team that always wins the Division II championship. Pretty much a Division I team at this point. Trey Lance went there. Carson Wentz, But, yeah, no, excited for that. Anything else you want to talk about for the Saints before we get on out of here?
Gonna be a fun matchup this week against the Tampa Bay Bucks, my now hometown Bucks technically, but
I know, right?
it's weird. It's really weird. But I mean, I think that's gonna be. I don't want to say I don't think we're gonna win that, but I don't think we're gonna win that. So unless we can really contain Brady and beat up that O-line, or I think we're in trouble.
It's tough. Obviously, they won both of the regular season matchups last season, which, that's good. I think the Saints are a similar caliber this season to last season. Obviously, no Drew Brees. They did lose, of course, the playoff game. We'll see. I mean, the Bucs are just rolling right now. Like, I get to see it front row a few weeks ago as Tom Brady just obliterated the Dolphins, showed no mercy whatsoever. Hopefully a different outcome for you, though.
I mean, fingers are crossed. I don't have very high expectations. If I had to make a score prediction, right, probably a 35 to, let's say 17. We'll say 17.
Okay.
Give the Saints a little bit here.
I mean, hey, division games, anything can happen.
It's true. It's very true.
I see the Bengals destroyed the Ravens just this week, so
yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, though. I mean, the other, if it wasn't Tom Brady, I'd say it's just Bruce Arians, right? So it's it's not that big of a deal. But unfortunately, terrific over here, swindling fans out of football money. But we're fine.
Hey, we're not going to get into that on this show. Mostly because most of our watchers are probably from New England, so
that's true.
Can't bite the hand that feeds, as it were. All right, Jack, where can they find you online?
Best place to find me is on Twitter, and that's @Jack_Tiernan. Plenty of football takes, plenty of baseball takes, well, less so baseball takes, but and of course basketball.
Awesome. So go follow Jack there. You can follow me on Twitter @TheFakeBMar. That's BMARR. Of course, the channel is on Twitter @WikiGoodSport, or WGEverything, Instagram WikiGoodEverything, Twitch at twitch.tv/WikiGoodEverything, TikTok, search WikiGoodEverything, and search WikiGoodSports. Finally made a couple of videos last week. We'll see if I have any time to do this week. I'm quite busy, but hopefully we'll see what happens. But Jack, thank you so much for your time.
Brian, thanks, man.
And we'll see you all in the next one.